We're back with another episode. We're back with another episode of Britt Says. And yeah, how are we doing this week? Yes. Oh my Lord, we almost out of 2020, y'all. We are almost out of 2020. Can you believe it? Because I can. As crazy as this year was, I am excited. We are almost out of it. It is crazy. What is it? Is it about 3 weeks or 2 weeks? I think 2 weeks. Today will make... If it's 2 weeks, that's crazy. Alright, I would say technically 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks is still a good amount of weeks. Okay? And we are a good 2 weeks into Christmas. So yeah, I hope you guys are gonna have an amazing Christmas. I had no idea what I want for Christmas. I quite frankly don't care. You know, I think I want some, as ratchet as this is the thing. Yo, the thing that I want this Christmas is the thing that I used to hate that people used to get me for Christmas. You know how every Christmas, or like anytime gifts come around, but back when you was younger, maybe sometimes you like it. All right, let me just say it. Body wash. I feel like body wash, like you could get the body wash from Rite Aid, CVS, Walgreens. You don't even have to go to Bed Bath & Beyond. You could get you body wash, the body spray kits. Those were called last minute gifts. You could get you like a whole bundle for $15. So I used to just be like, okay, this is the gift that I'm getting, because they couldn't really find nothing. They got me something at the last hour when I was younger. I actually cared about gifts. But you know what's funny? I actually do want some body wash this Christmas. As ratchet as it sounds, because when I was pregnant, I didn't really wear body wash. So, but I wore body wash a lot. Like, I love me a good body wash as I got older. Actually, I only like one. Well, to a degree. But my favorite is the aromatherapy line. I love the aromatherapy line at Bed Bath & Beyond. I mean, Bath and Body Works, child. So I bodied all of them things before I got pregnant, but then I had found one the other day that I didn't finish. Like, I had in the house. I'm like, oh my gosh, I might as well just use this, you know, whatever. I usually use sensitive soap, like all the girls. If you're not using sensitive soap, you know, Zownia and all that, that's on you, sis. So all over your body, you use some sensitive soap. But then I would put the sensitive soap on, but then I would mask the no scent, because sensitive soap has no scent. With the Bath and Body Works aromatherapy. I like the sleep. I like all of them, honestly. I like the smell. Like, you know when you come out the shower, you could smell that scent even in your house. If it's a real good body wash, you could smell that aroma through the like my bathroom is by the kitchen. Like, I could smell it through the house when I open the door. So that's a long story, but yeah. I think that's what I want. I want mad at them, so I'm gonna check to see what's on sale and then send this for me. That's probably the only thing I want. And I found one body wash that somebody had bought me too. Actually, I think my mother bought it for me when everything happened. She got me a body wash kit from Bath and Body Works, and I like that scent too. And sometimes I don't like the scents at Bath and Body Works. They give me very immature energy. Some scents. I like a mature. I hope I'm not gonna be that girl, like that old lady. You know how old lady have an old lady scent? Like, they perfume smell old. Like, I hope I'm not gonna be one of those, because I definitely have matured scent wise. Like, I don't like overly fruity scents. Even with candles, I like more like a natural scent. And if it's on my body, I like more of a florally, a light hit of I'm not big on sweet, honestly. The only sweet thing I like is probably vanilla. And vanilla's mad vanilla. But yeah, I'm very mature, and I feel like sometimes their scents could be very childish. It could smell very young, very sweet. And I don't like smelling sweet. Like, I feel like I just hate that. I hate when things smell too sweet. Even if a kid is around me and they eat too much candy. That's why a fun fact about me, I really don't like candy. I'm not a Starburst, Skittles. When people offer me candy, I'll say no. It's dead not out of disrespect. I just don't really care for candy. Like, I don't, not sweet candy. Only candy I like is chocolate. So, and that's not, you know, because I'm chocolate. I just literally only like chocolate, oddly. So, yeah, I really think that's what I want, is some more body wash. Even a perfume. Oh my God, I'm just getting over for my eyes. I think I want perfume too. I got only one perfume I only wear on like special occasions. It's Burberry Sheer. I love that scent. And I had that for mad long. Because like when I usually get like a perfume, I don't use it a lot. So yeah, I think that's the only gift I want. Oh, one other scent I like too is that Victoria's Secret. I forgot the name of it. I'll get back to y'all on that. But I am, I guess, becoming very old, and I would like some body wash. Aromatherapy body wash. If any of my friends is listening, I'm gonna buy me something for Christmas or whatever. And I like perfume, but perfume, you know why I wouldn't want anyone to just pick out a perfume for me? I mean, it's up to you. Cause like I said, I feel like now I'm picky. Like, I don't like stuff that smells mad sweet and like, ugh, like I feel like a bee is gonna attack me or something. So yeah, that happened. That's what's going on with Christmas for me. What else have I been up to? Did laundry this week. Checked out my parents. What I've been watching on TV. I'm watching Power. Power is so well written. It's so unfortunate that, you know, they don't get the respect that they deserve. I think that show is so well written. Like, today's episode was just, I like, it was, I think I paid really close attention. I was like, wow, this episode was dope. I feel like I did have something to talk about, but like I definitely cannot remember, and it's pissing me off. Like, I had something I wanted to definitely talk about when I came up here, but yeah, and it's been an alright week. Nothing too crazy. I just feel like with this COVID thing, like I feel like people really been slacking in their job. It's some stuff that I've been doing, and I have to send emails constantly. Like, it's like everything you gotta do emails, or you could call. But when you call and you ask for something, they like, oh, I'm gonna call you back. We'll get back to you. It's just like just everything just take longer than it should with this COVID. Like, do your job. I ain't gonna front. If I was working remote, I'd probably be a half-ass remote ass person too. Let's be honest. Like, I'm just thinking, like, that's why sometimes with these emails be taking, like, people be responding to emails 2 days later. Pre-COVID, if you send an email out at least by 9 a.m., you're going to get an email back that day. If you send out an email in the morning, you're going to get an email back that day. So it's just like, what the is this? Like, and then I just got to remain calm all the time. Like, you just got to be calm and be respectful. And it's just like, what do you want from me? What we going to do? Y'all taking the vaccine or nah? Yo, that vaccine gonna help us though. That's gonna help us get back to, you know, reality. They don't even have enough vaccine for everybody to take it anyway, so I definitely am not interested in taking it. If you want to take it, you know, I mean, I don't want to. You know what's funny? Even though I don't fuck with the vaccine, I don't want to be anti-vaccine against people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be one of those people who, like, are judgy about people who want to take it. Is that fucked up? Like, I don't want to take it. I'm going to put that out there. But I don't want to be, like, one of those people who are judgmental of people who do want to take it. If that makes sense. Yeah, so I kind of don't want to be judgy of, like, people who are willing to take the vaccine. Oh, that's kind of mean. That's kind of mean, what I'm about to say. That's kind of bad. Like, when I'm thinking about what I want to say, I know it's bad. I'll say what I want to say. But I warned you it's bad, and I'm problematic, and I'm trying every day. The reason why I want some people to take the vaccine is because I know that if some people start, you know, taking it and they have to take it, oh, that's so bad, what I'm about to say. If they take it and they have to, you know, they start taking it and stuff, we could eventually start going back to normal. But, you know, God forbid. that vaccine is not good quality. They said it's 99% approved. I am praying that, you know, it is accurate. That's why I want some people to take it, because I want things to go back to normal, but I'm also like, I don't want to be one of the people to take it. I have problems, so I can't be taking just any old new vaccine. Like, I feel like the vaccine is for people, you know, that's doing, you know, they're relatively healthy. I'm not healthy. I'm out of shape, so, and I have high blood pressure. So that's my excuse, and that's gonna always be my excuse. But I do, you know, hope things work out with the vaccine, and hopefully by summer 2021 we could definitely start seeing, you know, a big change in the country. So that's my hope, you know, with the vaccine and stuff. And if you choose to take it, you choose to take it. Hopefully you can take it, because actually we popping mad shit like, I ain't taking it, I ain't taking it, I ain't taking it. But you might not even be eligible to take it, because they acting like they low on vaccine, bitch. I was watching the news the other day. They were saying they don't know if they could meet the demand. I'm like, bitch, what demand? But anyway, today's episode is called Baby, I'ma Be a Motivation. I'm gonna talk about how to stay motivated. It's funny, all this stuff was you know, decided. So it's funny that, like, for the past weeks I've been talking about, like, how I've been, you know, trying to stay motivated and make sure I get things done and blase, you know. I've been talking about that. I just wanted to calm the lighting down, you know. Me and the lighting, girl. Me and the lighting. It's later than usual. Like, I am very behind today. Let's just put it that way. Talk about motivation, honey. Today is perfect episode. Like, it's just aligned with the stars. Cause yeah. So yeah, let's talk about, you know, how to get motivation. I feel like it's a topic I could definitely talk about, because, child. But you know, before every topic, what do we like to do? We like to expand our minds. So, let's jump into it. So, on lifehacker.com, y'all gonna bear with me. If you stream, if you listen, because I do see that I get downloads. The videos are just as fun, but I'd rather you be a streamer, you know. But a lot of the nonsense that goes on is because of filming or whatever. But on lifehacker.com, in an article called "How Can I Recharge My Depleted Motivation?" written by Adam Dashes. A life hacker wrote in, so sometimes they do this on here. It says, "Dear Life Hacker, lately I've been completely unmotivated to do anything. Getting things done at work is a challenge, and it's even worse at home. My apartment is becoming a mess. I never cook anymore, and I've been unable to keep up a healthy diet. I don't feel depressed or all that unhappy, just very unmotivated. Is there anything I could do to recharge? Sincerely, dangerously demotivated." And he wrote, "Dear DD," which stands for dangerous demotivated. "A lack of motivation is a difficult problem because there are likely many factors contributing to it. But the simplest way to get your motivation back is to do something you want to do. The problem with that is when you're low on the necessary energy and willpower needed to start a particular task, your motivation is generally rerouted to indulge in something effortless like food or entertainment. Overindulgence, as you likely noticed, only serves to make the problem worse. So what do? First, we need to pinpoint what's causing your lack of motivation, and then we need to find ways you can trick yourself into getting it back." So, I like that, you know, because what I liked about that was that the person who was dangerously demotivated, they stated that they weren't depressed. or anything. They didn't feel unhappy. They just were motivated. And sometimes I feel like we try to correlate the two, and they do often do correlate, right? When you're not motivated, sometimes depression is something that's lingering on, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes you dead ass just don't feel like doing stuff. Like, it really gets like that. Like, sometimes, and it don't even be like you depressed. Like, I ain't gonna front, this week I was just tired. Literally, I was tired. Like, I had a meltdown. Like, I was tired, and I was just didn't want to clean up. Just like this person, I didn't want to do the laundry. The laundry was the trigger. The laundry was the fucking trigger. Oh my God, I should have spoke about that in the beginning. All right, we could get into that. Funny story. So the laundry got packed up for like 3 weeks. It wasn't that I didn't want to. It was mostly that I didn't want to do it. But it was just like I've been doing mad stuff. Like, I'm fucking lit. Like, gang, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just be in the house doing this, doing that, doing A, doing B, doing C. Like, why should I go do the laundry? I don't work. My husband works, so he needs his clothes. I have an obsession with underwear. Well, I used to. Now I chilled out. And I used to work at stores that sell mad cute underwear. Like, I used to work at Lane Bryant. They used to have mad underwear. So I used to buy mad underwears. I worked at American Eagle. Aerie has the best underwears, but we're not going to get into that. I don't want to get too off topic. So I just own mad underwear. So I rarely run out of underwear. And I feel like underwear is the main reason where you like, damn, I need to do the laundry or whatever. Like, when you hit running out of clean underwear, you know, like, when you getting close to that point, it's time to do laundry. So I rarely hit that point. Like, I don't know how much underwear I own. But I really, it's like, okay, let me get up and do the laundry. And I know some of y'all like, he does his own laundry. The females that just, you know, y'all on that type of wave. And I get that. But he works a lot. So, and I'm home all day. So it's like, damn, this big weight on my shoulder. But for whatever the case, maybe I just didn't want to do the laundry. So I was like, okay, I'll be seeing these people in Brooklyn, you know, it's the hippie nonsense. So when I go and do my laundry, I noticed that my laundromat, I see like just these white hipsters just walking in, giving the Asian lady their laundry and walking right the fuck out. Like, they just give her laundry, and they got mad laundry lined up behind the thing that, you know, people, so they're basically doing people's laundry or whatever. So I'm like, man, I don't want to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like doing the laundry. I didn't even feel like getting out the house to do it this week or whatever, but I knew it was piling up. So, but the thing with my laundromat is that they don't pick up. Look at me being mad lazy. Like, I wanted it picked up, done, and delivered back to the house. Boom. No problem. So, I'm looking into how to, like, you know, get my laundry picked up and delivered. And I'm looking into the weight and the pounds and the... Yo, I ran into so much stuff with this research. But anyway. So, even though I really wanted it picked up, something told me, Brittany, don't get it picked up because you don't know how much this shit gonna cost or whatever the case may be. And you lining up with these white motherfuckers. First of all, a lot of the time their laundry don't even be that heavy, that big, which is really pointless. Like, they could do that by themselves. Like, but anyway, that's not my business. So I'm like, you trying to get jiggy with these white people, sis? You better go drop it off first before you know, get it, do the pickup service. Because once they pick it up, they're going to do it. And then they're going to send you a bill. You put your card. Because I went on an app and then you put your card in. You know, next thing you know, your card charged mad bretto. So I found a laundromat by me that they weigh it in front of you. Because a lot of them don't weigh it in front of you. Like I was telling you, the laundromat I go to, they just hand it to them. They don't weigh it or nothing. They just be like, here, take my laundry, bye. That's it. They're not weighing it, nothing. They don't know how much they fucking laundry weigh. So, my laundry weighed 45 pounds without any comforters in it. Okay, people? Once I saw that number, I was like, you know how much it costs to do... And 45 pounds is a bag of laundry. It's like a large bag of laundry. So, I don't want y'all thinking it was like 3 loads. It's literally a large bag of laundry. So it's just one bag of laundry. That's all I brought there. It was heavy, but damn, I didn't know laundry could weigh that much. But, you know, Femi, he wears a lot of sweatpants, hoodies to deliver, you know, to do his job in the winter. He wears a lot of, like, thick clothing. I don't know. Honestly, I'm still shocked that the laundry was that heavy. But, hey, I believe it because it is heavy, but it's still shocking. But anyway, guess how much that damn laundry was for them to wash it and fold it for me? $68. One large bag of laundry. You know what? I said, you know what? Let me just take this back. I'm sorry for wasting your time. And literally right after that incident happened, I went straight to the laundromat. And I was just like, I'm gonna just do it myself. The lady was laughing. She was like, yeah, that happens to a lot of people. I was like, yeah, you know, something told me to come here and have it weighed first. She was like, yeah, that happens to a lot of people. She was like, I've seen people get $150 bills. And my shit would have easily been $150 because actually I was gonna wash the comforter, but the comforter didn't fit in the bag. And I heard sometimes they charge a separate fee for washing comforters. So I was gonna wash the comforter by myself and have them do everything else. And she was like, yeah, because once you start washing comforters and all that stuff, it could hit $150. People, this is happening to mad people. They'll get their bill and be like, because let me tell y'all how much it costs for me to do my laundry by myself, though. For me to do my laundry by myself is literally $16. So that's roughly like a $40, $50 difference. Like, not even. Yeah, $40, $50, a $50 difference. That's insane. But I get it because you paying for the labor. Folding clothes is mad annoying. You know they gonna fold that shit to. Yeah, it's a lot. It was a lot. So that was a funny story. That's how demotivated I was. I was willing to have somebody do my laundry. I wasn't trying to be trendy. I've been doing my laundry by myself all my life. You know, even after everything I went through when like I barely could lift things and walk, I was like, I'm gonna go to the laundry. But you know, I get demotivated. We all get demotivated. It's just like you don't want to do the simplest things. Sometimes I'm like, yo, I don't want to cook today. That's why we have Uber Eats. That's why all these apps that make life so convenient make so much money, because of the demotivation that we receive in our life. I'm convinced, like, it's not even, sometimes it's like, it is laziness, but sometimes it's not. Like, it's just like this weird mode you get into. Like, sometimes I get so demotivated, I don't even want to do the simplest things. Like, the laundry to me is simple, but it does require a little effort. I'm telling you, you ever been so demotivated you don't even want to send an email? Like, I had to send something like for the doctor. It was like, oh, scan a copy of this and email it to us, right? So now I'm like annoyed because I have to send a copy. Just the annoyance of scanning something, having to run it through the computer, email it to them, annoyed the shit out of me. Like, it's just like the little things sometimes you just don't want to do. And it don't be like you depressed, you're just not motivated. Your energy is not there. And you know, for me, one of the top things to do is, first things first, like I said, you know, this week when I was tired, is like, before all the cooking, before the cleaning, before the laundry, before the fucking emails, I'm a human first. You're a human first. So make sure you're doing things that rely on your humanly body. And I think that's what the guy was saying in that email, was like, make sure you doing you. You handling you first. What is it that you want to do today first? Because, yeah, maybe you are supposed to do laundry, but if you really don't feel like doing the laundry, what's going to motivate you to do the laundry? What do you want to do? Like, you always come before all this shit. And I think that's what happens, is like, we get mini burnouts. I think people think you only can get burned out when you're doing so much. Like, and that is burnout. Burnout is different. So I think we have mini burnouts. And mini burnouts is basically like when you on this roll, like let's say for a month, you just like everything that everybody's asking of you and whatever you have to do, you're constantly doing it. You're getting every fucking thing done for the month. That's a lot. People consider burnout And that is a burnout. I think burnout is when you just been just working your ass for years, bitch, or for months, and then finally your body just crashes. But I'm talking about mini burnouts. Maybe for like 2 weeks straight, you just been on a fucking roll. You just been, whatever comes your way, your computer open, somebody asks you getting up, handling it. You ready to cook. The laundry loaded, you ready to do the laundry. You ready to just, you organizing closets and shit, bitch. You redecorating some shit. Like, you just on a roll constantly. And you could be on a roll for 2 weeks and get tired. It happens, especially when stuff is repetitive. Like, let's say, I don't know, let's say you're in school, right? And you've been like working on a project and the professor requires you, to send the progress of the project once a week, right? And every fucking week, he's like, I think you should change this word in. And then the next week, you're like, all right, cool, I'll change the word in that. You send it back to him. He's like, the ending is a little shaky. You fix the ending. You're like, cool. All right, I'll fix the end. Then you send it back to his ass, and he still got something smart to say. And it's like, I'm fucking tired. Like, it's like, shit be cute in the beginning, but after a while, shit start getting real repetitive, and it starts to get annoying. And what you need to realize is, like, yes, it's cool to, constantly get everything right. Constantly be able to mark everything off your checklist. That's cool. And I think that a lot of times we get excited when we get in that mode of being able to get things done, right? Like, I think, 2 weeks ago, I was like, I got everything done off my checklist. Okay, you did. And some of the stuff on my checklist was stuff that is very important to me for my mental health. Let's be honest. Because some things I do is like journal, but I'll forget to journal. And sometimes I feel like, okay, it's good to remind that. Like, put those type of things in your to-do list, right? Like, let's not just put in our to-do list, go pick up some cleaning supplies, go grocery shopping. Let's start normalizing putting journal. If you religious, read the Bible. Let's start putting those things on our to-do list, because we'll forget eat breakfast. Like, real talk. Like, did you do the shit in your to-do list that relates to you? That's like shit that's real life important to you. Like, drink water. If you the type of person that I love water, so I can't relate. But did you put that in your to-do list? Or are you just putting all these things that are very worky? Because that's how you'll really lose your motivation, when you're just doing a bunch of stuff that kind of, a lot of things are important to you, but it's not important to your self-preservation. I'm gonna keep it a fucking buck. A lot of shit that's work related ain't gonna keep your self-preservation. It's not. Because a lot of times, a lot of us don't even fuck with our boss. We just doing the shit our boss asks us to do because we got bills to pay. We just trying to keep the job. So if you're doing something for money to keep the lights on, that's not really for your self-preservation. You need to make sure you're doing things that keep you afloat, keep your mind stable. You get what I'm saying? So that you have the motivation to get up to go to work, to do the things that your boss asks of you. So I think one of the top ways to stay motivated is definitely just like self-preservation, like making sure you're doing what it is that you need to do for yourself, right? Now, some things that are important to self-preservation you might not want to do. Like I said, cooking. I think cleaning is a part of self-preservation and things like that. And when you get like that, I think relax in it. Like, if you want to lay down, lay down. You feel like you're supposed to get up at 11. You want to start your day at 6 a.m., but you couldn't? Okay. Sorry, sis. Lay down. But in the back of your mind, always remember you're going to have to eventually get the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you need that break, take that break. If you need to call out, call out. You know, we get demotivated sometimes, and the way to pick up that motivation is to follow your heart, follow your spirit, follow what your body is telling you. Your body is telling you you don't feel like waking up, then don't. Because if you keep pushing yourself to do things when you're not motivated, you're ultimately going to fall out of love with it, and you're going to burn out, and you're going to fuck up. You're going to start doing the things that you need to do, but doing it mad half-ass because you're pushing yourself to do it. Like, you ever see somebody, when you push somebody, you see how they look wobbly, like they look like, oh shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're pushing yourself to do something, like you're wobbling to do it. Like, it's like you look mad half-ass, you look mad crazy, like somebody's pushing you. You get what I'm saying? So the way to stay motivated is to, you know, really make sure your headspace is right, first and foremost. Number 2, I do believe in a good list. You know, the lists are very helpful. Like, sometimes you might not accomplish all of it, but you'll accomplish some of it. And that's important, that you're at least doing some things that you need to do. Not things that you always want to do, but you need to do. I think it's a good way to, like, just stay organized and keep yourself together. You know, I think that's one of the top ways to, you know, just keep staying motivated. Another thing too, for me, I think is, you know, just remembering the bigger picture, right? So sometimes, you know, we get unmotivated. Whether, you know, let's say it is, you know, career. You know, sometimes I get unmotivated. Yeah, sometimes I get unmotivated with Britt says, right? Because it's like, I'm putting in bad work. I don't have as much followers as I want. I don't have as much subscribers as I want. I don't have some of the things I want, right? But I try to look at the bigger picture, right? Number 1, you know, Britt says has only been out since 2019. Like, I couldn't believe it. I thought I did this shit, like, for 3 years at least. You know, maybe because it's always been in my head for a while. I think that's what it is. But anyway, so it's like, Brittany, you only been doing this April 8th, 2021 will make 2 years, right? A lot of these celebrities and people I watch, they've been in this game way longer than I have. You know, I feel like I've been in the game for so long because I've been on YouTube for so many years, you know, doing so many things. I have opened so many different types of companies and tried so many different ideas, and my brain has been so racked up in so many different things. But the podcast is still young and it's still new, and sometimes you just have to look at the bigger picture, right? And realize that everything is not what your timing is not maybe yours. So don't get unmotivated because you're not seeing the results you want right now. You know, that's one of the top things that make people feel not motivated, is that they're not seeing the results that they want, right? So when you're in the process of losing weight, obviously you're not gonna, like, be super skinny in a week, you know, or even a month. You won't be. But look at the bigger picture. Like, remember how you will look in maybe 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stay focused and think about what you've accomplished so far. Like, the changes. Like, I try to remind myself, like, I look at my Instagram from last year and what it is now, how my content has changed, how I produce my content on Instagram, or how now I do Insta stories, right? And I post on Facebook, and things that I wasn't doing in 2019. Those are that's called progress, when you change your ebbs and flows, right? So it's one thing if you feel unmotivated because you're trying to do something but you're not seeing results, right? But how have, and that's another thing to get motivated, see how have you changed, you know, see what have you done, whether it's in a day or a week or 2 weeks. Think about all the things you've accomplished, think about all the things you've done, and then think about what you could do differently, right? And if you're looking at yourself and you're like, damn, you know, I'm kind of the same. Let me figure out some new ideas and things I could do differently. I do that all the time. I try to push my boundaries, test my boundaries, right? Just to see like what it is I could do. And that's another way to stay motivated. And sometimes when you do stuff and you don't get the results you want, you should be excited that you even tried or even did things. Try to remember that too, right? When you get unmotivated, because that's common that we get unmotivated when we don't get what we want. But think about the fact that you even did the shit. Whatever you decided to do. Think about the fact that you even went to the gym this week, you know? Or the fact that you even started a podcast or a YouTube channel, or you even, I don't know, like what's the things that people, you know, want to do? Or you even decided to go back to school? Or you even put up a picture on Instagram and you look super cute? Maybe you want to be an influencer. Maybe you want to be a fashion blogger. What is other thing? You know, anything you want to do, just think about what you have done so far to get there. And that speaks volumes. Like, because sometimes there's a lot of people, and I think it's something that a lot of us are not privy to. It is a lot of people out there who want to do things and they never even tried it. This is just an idea in their head, but they just won't do it. They be like, yo, I could do that, but. So the fact that you even motherfucking tried, like, that's big. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think about that too. The goal is never to fail. Let's just put that out there. But even if you tried something, the fact that you even tried, like you even went on a journey to open a business, that's big. I don't care. Like, I say that, like, a lot of people be like, oh, she failed. And I mean really tried. Okay? Because sometimes people start businesses, you know what I'm saying, and they don't put in no work. Like, it's one thing to make a fucking idea and then put up a post like, oh, I'm opening a business, start an Instagram page, and that's the only post on that Instagram page is coming soon. You didn't start a business, honey, if you made an Instagram account and then put coming soon. That's not starting a business. Okay? I mean, if you really started something, it didn't flourish as much, you know, that happens. Like, let's say you start a bakery, but and let's say you started at home bakery, right? You started selling cupcakes at home. Boom. Then in the beginning, you started getting customers. You started getting a few sales. And then you noticed that the sales started going down. And, you know, you wasn't getting enough income, so you gave up. To me, it still speaks volumes that you started that business. When people was bringing in them orders for these red and orange cupcakes, you dead ass sat there and made them red and orange cupcakes. Like, that's big. That's really big. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, that's a pretty big deal. If you were selling freaking shirts and then you made a design, you got it manufactured, you got some orders, you dead ass folded that shit, put it in a package, and shipped it out to a stranger, I think that's big. I'm sorry. Whether that company failed or not, I think it's dope to start a business. And I know that people are like, oh, but you failed. No. Yeah, it sucks that it didn't work out. But you tried. Like, you lived that life. Like, you really did your thing. You did the marketing. You got models. You took pictures. You did photo shoots. You did everything, you know? And that's dope. I think you should be proud of what you have done and what you plan to do and what God has also in store for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's dope. And I think those are the things that should keep you motivated to try again or to try something different. Maybe that wasn't your purpose or your thing, but look back at that. Do that to get motivated too. Look back at all the things you have done. Like, damn, I did that, or I got through that. If I did this, or if I could get through this, imagine what else I could do. And that'll motivate you, dead ass. If that'll motivate you to see how far you have come, and I know it's a lot of y'all like, I'm a fucking flunky. Maybe you feel like you don't do shit, you don't do nothing, you don't accomplish much. What if you finish high school? That's an accomplishment. A lot of people don't finish high school. Okay? believe it or not, right? That's an accomplishment. So think about that. And remember when you was in school, shit was kind of hard sometimes, right? So think about that. Like, if I could finish high school, I could do this. Being a parent, like, let's say you got a kid, they're like 3, like, I gave birth, I'm raising this child. If I could do this, shit, I could do that. Finishing college. You finish college. We all know a lot of people can't do that. Say, man, if I finish college, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could do that. Like, constantly motivate yourself. What is other things? Like, there's so many things we do that we're not privy to. Like, even at work, I think a lot of y'all sleep on the type of shit y'all do at work, the people you deal with, the things you deal with every day. Like, if I could deal with their ass, maybe I could open a business. Like, for real. Like, real talk. Like, don't sleep on yourself. Like, a lot of y'all be sleeping on yourself, you know, because I even pay attention to a lot of the things that people do around me, and I'm just like, wow, I am so, you know, happy that I'm around a lot of people who got some fucking sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. And I'm just like, they could do so much. Oh, I feel like sometimes too, and I don't want to get too excited. Like, nah, I don't want to put too much out there, but I even be feeling like too, like, wow, like a lot of times we get so consumed in the moment and obsessed with money and bills and stuff that we not even really like knowledgeable of the shit we be doing. Like, sometimes my friends be telling me stuff and I just be like, wow. Like, I'll tell them, but I don't think they really get it. Or like, even my family will tell me something like, wow, you do that? Like, you did that? Like, that's kind of cool. Like, but for them it's like, yeah, so now I'm trying to do this and this and this. And it's like, but girl, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of times we need to just sit back and reflect on the things that we currently did in order to motivate us to do more. Because if you could do that, imagine what else the fuck you could do. You could probably do a lot. So just sitting back and looking at your current accomplishments and past accomplishments, it'll motivate you to get up and, you know, do what it is that you have to do. I feel like also, the more, what's the word I'm thinking of? The more obvious things to do. Not obvious, maybe it's not obvious, but the more practical things that we do to get motivated. Listen to inspirational words. I say this all the time. You know, I watch sermons on YouTube. Sometimes when people too, like, I get annoyed with inspirational people on Instagram after a while, but hey, you know, just to pick yourself up, you know, look for some inspirational quotes real quick. It should just like lift up your mood like 1 time, 2 time, just to get you motivated. Hit up a friend, because sometimes too, when you're not motivated, you kind of like get in this zone where you kind of like forget like life, like not in a bad way, but like, sis, you have to clean up. Like, when you start talking to people, it starts to remind you like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, sometimes when people start talking to you about their life shit, you be like, oh shit, we gotta deal with life. Like, does that make sense? Like, oh shit, life is real. Like, let me get up, let me clean up, let me do laundry. Like, cause you start realizing like mad shit going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it just be mad weird. Like, you be like, oh, I'm human. Like, I have to deal with my life. Like, I have to get motivated. Like, cause you be realizing like it's mad shit going on, my nigga. Like, you gotta get your shit done. Like, you gotta get shit together for real. Like, real talk. So sometimes just like talking to people and just like realizing like sometimes you gotta snap back into reality. Like, oh shit, I'm a human being. Like, I mean, not human, because that's what's important. It's like, oh shit, I have to get on top of life. If that makes sense. Like, we have a tendency to forget how important, you know, it is to get things done. And that's how we kind of get so unmotivated sometimes. And it's hard. It's hard, but it's easy to get through. It's easy to get through. It's easy to get remotivated, you know. I feel like we feel like it's hard, but just sit back and think of all the things you accomplished. And then for some people who feel like they haven't accomplished anything, because I know there's that market that feel like I'm always been lazy, I'm a half-ass, I can't do shit, I don't do nothing. There's a market for that. if you're alive right now, today, and you able to walk and be you and talk and be you, and maybe you don't know how to walk shit, as long as you're alive and you're breathing, that should be your motivation. For real. Like, not to be like, you know, that person, but thank God for life. If you got life, that should be your top motivation. It's like, shit, God woke me up today. Like, real talk. Like, if you want to get deep, the fact that you up and you alive, it's a lot of motherfuckers, especially 2020, that didn't make it through 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that you could wake up should be a top motivation every day. And that goes for everybody. It's like, I got another day, another start to figure it out. Like, you every day is a new start. You know, I forgot the verse to this, but it's in the Bible. Is weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And that's a fact. Like, for real. Like, look, you up. You got a fresh start. Every day is a fresh start. What you gonna do with it? And that's the good thing about life, right? Every day is a fresh fucking start. I don't care what nobody say. Every 24 hours, you get a fresh start. And it's up to you to do what you want to do with that. And that should always be your top motivation. So the way we end this, your top motivation, period. Your top motivation. Every single day. And I know it is corny, it is cliche, but honey, if it ain't the truth, I don't know what it is that you was able to wake up this morning. That's it. Sometimes it's just too easy for me. It's too easy for me. Like, that was too easy for me. It was the easiness for me. But yeah, that's just it. Your motivation should be that I'm alive. I woke up. I'm breathing. That's it. Now let me get up and do what I gotta do. Because every day you walking and you breathing on this earth, you could do whatever you want to do, honey. Trust and believe it. Don't let none of this stuff fool you. Don't let none of this craziness going on in this world fool you, honey. Whatever you want to do, you get it done. You feel me? So, yes. That was another episode of Britt Says. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week. Because I definitely will. I'm going to stay as motivated as I can. I hope you guys stay as motivated as you can. And when will I see you? I will see you next. Woo!